Hey there, this is Keith with Strength After Stroke, and today I was asked to share my personal story with you guys a little bit, so I thought I would do that. I was a business owner, had a multi-million-dollar company, and we were growing it like crazy, working very, very hard, and continued to grow it. We went through ups and downs like every company does, but we were committed, and we were growing it as the best we could. And I was a sales manager of the company. There was four partners. One was the production manager. One was customer service manager. One was the finance manager, and then myself, who was the sales manager. And so my job was to go out and recruit and get new customers for our company. And I loved it. I loved it very much. We were working hard, and we had our plan was all put in place for retirement. How we were gonna work so many more years, and then eventually sell the company and have our retirement all put in place and enjoy our life afterward. And so then the unthinkable happened, right? I was getting ready to go on a business trip to Seattle one day, and I felt really off. And I was working on my desk, and I had a home office at the time. And so I was working. I couldn't focus. I really was struggling with getting anything done. So I decided to go lay down. I don't know, it was in the morning sometime, and I decided to go just lay down in bed. And the next thing I know, my wife gets home from work, I don't know, 4 o'clock or something like that. And I was like, I'm still here in bed. And she kind of checked me out and looked me over real well and asked me some questions, and everything was okay. So I ate dinner in bed, and I went back to sleep. And the next morning, my wife went to work early in the mornings. She had to be to work by 6 o'clock in the mornings. And so I don't know, it was probably 5 o'clock, 5:30. She was leaving, and I got up, showered. I was getting ready. Like I said, I was going to go on this business trip, and it was about a 4-hour drive for me. And so I was getting up real early and getting ready. Well, I would get phone calls a lot of times from either a business partner, or my nephew would call me occasionally as well, and we'd talk business. And so my nephew called me, and I was getting ready to take off, or so I thought. And I was talking to him, and he's like, "What the heck is wrong with you, Uncle Keith?" And I was like, I thought I was saying, "I don't know what you're talking about," but he's like, "Don't go anywhere, don't do anything, I'll get right back to you." Then my business partner calls me right after that, and we had a similar experience. The next thing I know, my wife comes home from work and took me to the hospital. And so I had a stroke. We'll shift gears a little bit and move a little on past, getting through the hospital and all that. And, I get home, and my wife stayed with me for a few months, of course. And then she went back to work, and I started toying around a little bit with some work. And, and I remember standing in front of our picture window. Now, we had a second-story house, and in this two-story house, in our bedroom, there was a really nice big picture window. And in this picture window, you could see all of the fall colors. Everything was turning, the bright oranges and the deep reds, but the grass was still green, and you could see this mountainside back behind us as well, where we lived, and it was really beautiful. And I just remember looking out that window and thinking to myself, what now? And I seriously was debating ending my life. Very seriously debating it. I thought, hey, I've got lots of life insurance. So my family will all be taken care of financially. And what good am I? What good am I going to be to this world like this? I couldn't get my thoughts together. I couldn't communicate very well. I really felt I went through a depression time, and it was shortly after that period where I went back to that window, and I remember saying to myself, "Wait a minute, what am I doing? I could possibly help people who are going through the same thing as I am." There's lots and lots of stroke survivors. Of course, before you have a stroke, you don't even know what it's about. And then you have a stroke and you learn that there's so many people who have had strokes, are experiencing stroke, and just going through it. And so I thought to myself, wait a minute, I can help these people. I first have to work on myself, right? And get good and show that you can learn through this, and then I can help other people. One side note, at the time I had my stroke, I went to a neurologist, one of the neurologists that I went to. I went to 3 different hospitals during my stroke because of a rare disease that I have. Anyway, at the end of that, I was at one hospital, and I remember going back for a checkup just a week or 2 after I got out of the hospital, and the neurologist tells me, it's only going to get as good as, it'll only be as good as it'll get for about a year and a half, and that's all you're going to see. Talk about depressing. I really went through it because I didn't think there was any hope, right? There wasn't any hope for me to continue on and to, get my life back. And it took a little while to go through that. Talk about depressing. And then I learned that that's just not true. You can continue to learn. You can continue to grow. You can continue to make your life better. Today, I feel like it was a blessing to me because of where I've come and what I've been through and the work that we've put in, which it takes a lot of, and I'm kind of getting off track a little. But so it was a tough road for a while, but that's when all of this started. I started by, I was coaching some people, and then I developed my program, the BASE program, which you're probably reading about today and looking into. And BASE stands for Belief, Attitude, Strength, and Energy. And I totally believe in that 100%. And that is really what drove me to get back in the game. And at first I created this booklet that was about 75 pages long. And I started teaching people that and giving that to them, but it was too much too soon. So that's when I developed the program that I have today, which is it's 15 module course, and each module is just a short, it can be anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes long, and there's PDFs for everyone, and it teaches you along that journey. So anyway, I hope that helps. That's really my story. I'm glad you're here and to watch, and I appreciate it very much. So have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.